Alright, so keeping up with our 5-minute guitar lessons, we're going to do something involving what we did last lesson, the G to G octave. B, C, D, E, F, G. And what we can do with that, besides running it just straight up and down, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, B, G, A, G. Outside of just running that back and forth, we can also say skip every other note. So instead of going we could go. And what that is a G7 arpeggio. And a G7 arpeggio leads perfectly into a C major chord. And you can kind of hear how it lends itself to it. So in order to learn a C major chord, which you might already know because it's one of the very early things most guitarists learn, you'll press at the same time, you'll press down on the 3rd fret of the low A string, the 2nd fret of the D string, and the 1st fret of the B string. And it makes a 5-1 cadence is what it's known as, and that is also known as a perfect cadence. And using the perfect cadence often makes the end of a piece. It like marks the end of a song or the end of a phrase, something along those lines. So if I were to play like it sort of just has that feel I could also do. So to recap just real quickly, we have our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, our 2nd finger, our middle finger, on the 2nd fret of the D string. We're playing the G string open, we're playing the 1st fret C of the B string, and an open E string. Now, another arpeggio that we could do, if we so chose, is we could start, instead of starting on G, we could start on the 1st note after G, A, 2nd fret of the G string, and skip every other letter. So we go A, skip B, C, skip D, E, skip F, G. And so if we follow that through, we have 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, G string. It's A. 1st finger, 1st fret, B string, B. Open E string, high E. And 3rd fret of the high E string, G. Followed by that G7 arpeggio, which starts G, skip A, B, skip C, D, skip E, F. follow it by a C major chord. And that sort of completes the idea. This may be a lot of technical jargon, but if you can just get through the actual exercise itself, it'll become pretty intuitive. Just practice it as many times as you can, and we'll see you next time with a 5-minute guitar lesson.